I love you today and tomorrow and the next day. And today I want to talk about heaven. And I want you to, for a minute, while I'm doing this, go, in your body, I only go towards heaven. Put in your heart, put in your mind, put in your soul, put in your whole being, your hands, your fingertips, resonate in your whole body. Bring it within you. I only go towards heaven. While you're doing that, I want you to realize that you have now, how do I put this? You have no idea, or you now have an idea? You now have an idea of how you go towards heaven. You now have an idea of where to look and where to find it. Because when you find it within, and there is heaven, I've seen this, I've been there, and it is something that we experience through our bodies. Heaven is lived. We keep coming back here as heaven is lived. So this is the archetype of someone who's witnessed heaven, sharing with you how to connect your life and your archetype with someone who has witnessed heaven by calling it in. Going, I witness heaven, I only go towards heaven, I live heaven, I share heaven, it comes through me. Heaven is something that's universal in every religion. We see it everywhere. We see it in all places, all times, all space, and we also see what is not heaven. In fact, one could say the light and the dark of heaven, the beauty of the whole range of the spectrum, help us illuminate the shadow that we are clearing out with the light. When you get to this point of being able to look inside and call in heaven, like I'm doing with you right now, you're able to be more heavenly. You're literally building up your light. It builds up experiences that are heavenly so you can follow the path of heaven. Now go through your day and look around for everything heavenly. Look for heaven in everything. And start focusing on that. Go towards the light. This works. This works. This is the truth of the word. This is Kabbalistic. This is something that you can practice in your yoga, your qigong, your mantra, your pranayama, your ritual at church today, or if you're in synagogue, or maybe at temple. You can call in heaven. And not just the one that is talked about in human writing, but the true one. The true one of which all human writing, which is spoken about in all religions, speaks to. And explains this is the end goal of bringing heaven to earth through us, unless we actually go towards heaven and ascend. There's no lies in heaven. There's no bigotry in heaven, right? Satan's dead in heaven. Now that I'm on earth and I've seen heaven, Satan is now dead on earth, at least here. That doesn't mean that it isn't playing some sort of little game somewhere else, right? Until we get through with this process. The leftovers, if you will, of those who have yet to see heaven and know that that is the goal to go towards it, right? How do we bring heaven? Well, we don't do it by taking it away from someone else. We don't bring heaven by removing heaven. We bring heaven by giving heaven. By receiving it. By sharing it. What does it look like? Everything. You will be boggled in your mind, because if you think that your full mind can understand it, you are wrong. It is beyond your comprehension, but you can comprehend pieces of it. Your whole brain could be a heaven brain, and there will be something beyond it. This is why a wise man still says he's a fool. Because ultimately there will be something that shows, hey, no matter how much you know, pure embodiment of heaven, there's something more to know. Think about how Jesus, as the embodiment of heaven on earth, right, was hurt by that which was the Son of Man, the ego within man. Not by a group, but by evil that had infiltrated the political system of the time, when it was supposed to be a love system. Right? He embodied heaven. He showed us how to do it. He was heaven all the way through. You know, was he heaven through the suffering? Yep. All the way through, he was heaven. And he modeled it for us. So now we have heaven on earth because of that incarnation going, look, even into the worst of the worst of the worst, I will not leave the light. I will not leave heaven. And as there's more of us together doing this, let's pick another one. Lao Tzu, one of my favorites. He spoke about heaven. He called it the Tao, the way going towards heaven. Understanding the way means I can have a great heavenly experience all the way through, no matter what the earthly qualities the Son of Man does. Another one? Muhammad. He had some of it right. He really did. Not all of it, but some of it right. And he would say the same thing. Go towards heaven. Above all else, go towards heaven. Go towards the truth. Go towards the love. Go towards the freedom. Go towards heaven. Buddha, same idea. Now, they all had their own way of saying to get there, but they all had a way of saying they have experienced it. And I am not one of those people. I like to say, I've seen heaven. I have. I've seen heaven and I've seen Eden. I've seen God. I can tell you that once you do this, you realize certain words become very earthbound. Something like an atheist, well, not a bad person per se, very earthbound. Because think about it. To say that word with truth, you have to try every single religion in every exercise and see that there was nothing that happened in any of them, or nothing explained. And you can't. It doesn't work. Ultimately, because we're the all embodied within the all, experience the all, and we're conscious, they have to deny that there's any consciousness in reality, and it falls apart by us existing. And we are infinite, except in our contained infinite forms. I want you today to also see that they are enjoying their own heaven. Let them have it. May their heaven be as heavenly as possible. There isn't a war in heaven. It's who can be more peaceful, who can make more love, who can make more gifts, who can enjoy each other's smiles deeper, who can outlove each other at best. And it's not even a competition of competitions. It's just a little bit of enjoying and tweaking your nose and going, see, heaven's that silly. So today, take a moment. Explore yourself on the inside. Maybe explore yourself on the outside. And discover what is heavenly about things. Right? If that heaven is an orgasm, as a musician once told us, what is it like to live in that moment of now, of bliss, of pleasure, of saying, oh my God, I'm in heaven with this moment, and I want to stay here. But the physical part must have a wave to it, but the inner world has a different wave that's eternal. How much heaven can we enjoy and bring? Can I expand my heaven? Can my heaven be my house? Can I make sure my house is all heaven? Can it be my room, my car, my job? And once it is, how can I help others find their heaven? With that, I bid you adieu. Bless you. Go towards heaven. And I will see you soon.